All right, plant foldies, this is Richie at Grow Folds, and today I am with Steven and Janae of Cultivation Corner. We are just going to show a shopping marathon of Pita's Planters. I did want to ask you guys, why do we shop at Pita's Planters? Why do they need to shop at Pita's Planters?
Hey, small business in Dallas, y'all. Like, come on with the best plants. Healthy plants.
And affordable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you're following Richie, you love aglaonemas too. She has a lot of beautiful rare aglaonemas and common aglaonemas as well.
But the rare ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you, hopefully you guys will enjoy this compilation of Pita's Planters episodes. Stay to the very end. There is some exciting news at it, but I did want to go ahead and bring my friends, my plant friends over here, and we are super excited again that next week, February 18th, Tuesday, we are doing a live in-person viewing party. So if you're going to be watching us, go to Pita's Planters. You will see why. But also, if you can't make it, make sure you have an Instagram account created so you can be part of Pita's Planters
Live.
Yes.
live.
It's
Just make that account so you can get the plants.
Just do it.
Just
do it. Just have an account.
Just for the plant.
Or for us, I mean, you can feel free to drop a super sticker too. All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Fold. So today we'll be local plant shopping at Pita's Planters out in Dallas, Texas. As always, please make sure you are hitting the like button for this video, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. It is a beautiful morning out at Pita's Planters, and you already know plant foldies. For those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. You can see that she has some beautiful plants ready and set to go. We've got a table full of little Hoya starters right over here, and what a gorgeous looking Hoya Chelsea hanging basket. You can see that this one is for $34, and then we also have this one plant which I think is a need in variegated Alocasia odora. So what a beautiful plant. This one is for $94. But before we actually enter Pita's Planters, I did want to show you a short trailer of a new project I'm part of.
Hey, I'm Steve from I Lift Plants, and that's what I do. I lift plants and spirits.
I'm Janae. My passion is to elevate plants with beauty and style.
Hi, this is Richie. I'm always finding cost-effective plant finds at big box stores and local nurseries. And the three of us
make Cultivation Corner.
So please make sure you are following us on Instagram at Cultivation Corner. That is a new podcast that we will be debuting soon. And we actually filmed it at Pita's Planters. That's where most of our episodes are going to come from. But as you can see right here, it is a beautiful day. And I love showing Pita's Planters plants just because she always brings in a lot of different unique plants. You can see that is a full hanging basket of Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil. That is an air plant right there, and then another Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil. Easy to care for plant, and she just recently got these Philodendron Jopii. What a beautiful philodendron. It's an actual like pretty nice size for a Philodendron Jopii. And then what else do we have here? So she recently started to get a lot of nice variegated philodendron, like this Philodendron White Princess. Look at how gorgeous that half moon is. This is only for $26 in a 4.5-inch planter. Really nice size. And what I like about the Philodendron White Princess, the ones that are being offered at Pita's Planters, is she has some really good variegated Philodendron White Princess. Now here's the thing about Philodendron White Princess, just like Philodendron Pink Princess, you want to get one that has quite a bit of variegation, because the initial variegation is what dictates or pretty much shows you what type of variegation that plant is going to give you long term. So more variegation, better variegation like that with the genetics, it's going to give you that nice marbling effect. And then we can see right over here, there is another Philodendron White Princess. This one again is only for $26. And I remember purchasing some, actually one from Pita's Planters, like a week or two ago. And you can see that she keeps these in stock fairly well. And then we have some classic Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu Blue Pothos. These are for $14, and this is a pretty fast growing pothos plant. The thing about Cebu Blue Pothos is it does need a little bit more light, and you definitely don't want it to dry out too long, because this, of all the pinnatums, I think is one that will get leggy if you don't give it enough light. And then also if you just let it go through bouts of drought, it will actually decline in its health. So you've got to stay on top of those two requirements for the plant to thrive. And then you can see right here, we've got Hoya Black Margin. This one is, I believe, for $18. And if you want to be a Hoya head, if you have entered the Hoya era, I would go to Pita's Planters, because she carries quite a bit of Hoyas available for purchase. You can literally start your Hoya collection by just going to Pita's Planters. And what I also love about Pita's Planters is, while it is a small shop, like the space isn't quite large, it still creates a huge impact with the amount of plants per square footage. And that's the thing. If you are one of these people that likes different types of plants, you can definitely go to Pita's Planters, because whether you're into philodendron and you want to buy one like this Philodendron jopii, instead of going on into an online shop, you can actually just spend time at Pita's Planters, and you'll be able to find a really nice philodendron or some type of Hoya for a really cost-effective price. You wouldn't have to go online or even go to several big box stores or local nurseries to find plants. And you can see this plant right here was kind of stuck. That one is a Philodendron Golden Violin. I love this. And with this particular philodendron, just like most neon yellow colored plants, you want to give it quite a bit of light. And then this one is a climber, so you need to make sure that you are giving it some type of support for the plant to really give you the maximum beauty that it can offer. And then this is a plant that I have on my wish list. This is a variegated Sansevieria starfish, $55. But what I like about this variegated Sansevieria starfish is it's not going to be a difficult plant to grow. It can actually tolerate lower light conditions. It can actually tolerate long, drought periods where you don't water the plant, and it will still live. This one right here is another Philodendron Hederaceum Rio. I actually want to get another Philodendron Hederaceum Rio and let it trail. Like, I've been looking at propagating lots of trailing plants, and that is one that I want to add to my collection. And you can see that large Philodendron Macaulay's Finale. That was only for $35 for that size of a philodendron. So really good pricing again at Pita's Planters. A lot of people will assume that a local plant shop would have really expensive plant pricing, but for me, Pita's Planters actually has cost-effective pricing. It's within the range of what you would pay for. Like Anthurium crystallinum for this size, $32. That is not a bad price at all. And I have officially entered the Anthurium era, or my Anthurium phase. I have started to become obsessed about them. I love the look of them, and the reason why I've become obsessed about Anthuriums is because I have found a viable substrate that I can grow them, and they're not as finicky. I grow my Anthuriums in semi-hydroponics, so all of them are growing in pond. As you can see right over here, I'm going to be pulling another Anthurium hybrid. This is another Anthurium clavinarium, I think, but you can see that it's got a unique shape to its leaf. The leaves actually look more like bat wings, and you can see that it's starting to push out that unique feature. And what I like about Anthuriums is you can literally hybridize them, because you can grow them from seed, and you can see different types of traits coming out of them. Not a single seed will have the same type of genetics or traits. So it's interesting to see what you can get out of Anthuriums. You can see this is a Philodendron Orange Marmalade. This one is for $34. And with Philodendron Orange Marmalade, you have to give it quite a bit of light for it to do well. And Pita actually has some unique and uncommon Sansevieria starfish type plants. This one is Abbey Crown. This one I haven't seen before, but it is really interesting. And then this one, which I need to get, is a Sansevieria Hedgehog. That one is for $18. So it looks like a starfish, but the hedgehog almost looks like a hedgehog. And I think that that's super cool. It's got a nice name. What I appreciate about Pita's Planters is the majority of her plants will have a specific plant name. I know we're always looking for plant IDs, so I appreciate appreciate that about this particular plant shop. For those that don't know the story of this plant shop started out as a business that used to do pop-up shops. It is run by Lupita and her partner David, and they ended up getting a brick and mortar plant shop created, and I've seen their business grow in the last couple of months, and I'm super excited that they continue to grow, and hope that for those that actually live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we would take a trip to Pita's Planters, because you can see she has an Epipremnum aureum, Shangri-La. She just has so many plants. And look, at if you're an anthurium lover, you can go here and choose your anthurium, choose your poison, choose a plant. But it has been really nice to see them grow. I know that Pita's Planters recently did part of a show of plants at Dallas, the Plant Con Dallas 2024, where they were able to be a vendor there. So it's just super exciting that they are participating in that, and they are continuing to bring lots of unique plants. I mean, you can see right here we've got a Syndapsis exotica. That is another plant that I would add to my collection. And then we've got some wish list plant that I really want. I have a variegated Pachira aquatica, but I would love to get another one. I would like to get this variegation where you've got that Albo white cream variegation here. Now this one is for $165, and some people would say that that's kind of pricey, but honestly, for the size of the Pachira aquatica, the variegation on it, that actually is only $154. That's a pretty good price. A lot of these Pachira aquaticas, the variegated forms, are still quite expensive. So if you're still looking for one, at least you don't have to worry about buying it to be sent in the mail if you are a local Dallas-Fort Worth plant lover. Anthurium fingers for $18. Pita's Planters, for instance, and get that. And with Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, it is a fast-growing plant. It's one that will force itself to growing upward, so you're still needing to get a pole or some type of stake to support it. And can we talk about how beautiful these little planters are? This is such a cute little planter. This one was 3D printed, and that's the name of the shop, Pita's Planters. And Pita has some unique planters that are handmade by herself. herself. And you can see that these are some of the 3D planters that she's making. She's also got the terrazzo pots that she actually has classes that teach how to make. So I think those are super cool. But look at the unique and really nice colors. I love that pastel color. I love the geometric shapes. I think they give a modern twist to a lot of the planters, and I would love to collect Pita's planters. And then you can see right here we've got another Philodendron Jopii. This one is for, I believe, $25. This is a philodendron I do want to purchase because it's such a weird looking philodendron, but one that I wouldn't mind adding to my collection. And then you can see right here we've got an assortment of Sansevieria, or starfish. That one is a variegated Sansevieria whale fin. I believe this one is a Sansevieria starfish right here. Really nice price for it. It's only $30. And I already know with a lot of these Sansevieria, they will end up pushing out pups. They will end up self-propagating. So if you wait long enough, if you're able to give them those growing conditions, they will do very well for you. And then over here, we've got another Sansevieria of some sort. This one is for $14. And snake plants, or what you call Sansevieria, are low light tolerant, drought tolerant, are marketed as an easy to care for plant. So I would recommend them. And you can see this is another 3D printed vase. I think that's super cute. I love all the pinks. Like, look at this. Love the pinks. Love the colors. Love the fact that these are handmade. And so if people are asking if these planters can be shipped, I would say follow Pita's planters on Instagram. That way you can send a direct message. They're pretty active on there. And then as you can see, even more planters. I know she got some spooky themed planters, some skull planters, but I believe they've already sold through. And if you're looking for updates of what plants or what products she has for Pita's planters, definitely follow her on Instagram. Be part of her newsletter so they can send you a plant pricing list of new plants. And obviously subscribe to my YouTube channel with the notification bell on. That's super important. I pretty much frequent this plant nursery or plant shop on a weekly basis, so you will always be up to date on what plants she has. But as I pick up all of these handmade planters, look at the colors. I love the pastel colors. I love the lavender colors. That is just super cute. These are all plants that I feel like if you want that modern vibe, you definitely want to buy these planters. Now, what's interesting is all of the planters she has, except a few, actually have drainage holes. Like these ones don't. I don't think these are actually created by her, but the ones that are made by her, the terrazzo planters, the 3D printed planters, all have drainage holes. So I think that's really nice because not everybody wants to utilize them as a catch pot. And as I pan away here, I'm just going to keep showing you more plants. And here's a beautiful serrated philodendron. This is a philodendron Pluto for $18. And you know, this particular philodendron is actually not one that you would find a lot. I have never seen it at a big box store, and it's not really commonly seen even at local nurseries. So I'm so happy that I could go to Pita's Planters and find, you know, different types of philodendron. You can see this table has some philodendron and Hoyas. This is one of my favorite philodendron. This is a philodendron Moonlight. Let me take a look at the price. This is only for $12 in a 5 or 4.5 inch planter. Really love the new leaf that's unfurling. It's got that yellow color about it. Now again, plant foldies, you need to make sure that you're giving it quite a bit of bright light for it to really get that that nice yellow tone. And as I spin around here, we can take a look at this. And I was actually tempted to purchase this because it's a nice full pot of Scindapsus Pictus exotica. Look at that beautiful silver foliage on it. And you know, I am starting to be sold on Scindapsus. Like, I started to not want to add Scindapsus to the collection of mine because I prefer the Epipremnum aureum or the pothos plant, but I don't know, I love silver foliage as well. And then you can see right here we've got a Sansevieria Abbey crown. That is a unique looking Sansevieria. It almost reminds me of a Sansevieria samurai. Tons of Hoyas right over here. Look at that cuddly cactus. And then we've got a Philodendron giganteum right here. This is just for $20. This is the non-variegated form, but you know, this is actually a philodendron that gets quite large. So be prepared for the size of that potential plant. And then as you can spin around here, this is a plant that caught my eye, but it looked like somebody who actually follows me on Instagram ended up purchasing this plant as I was actually filming this episode today. That is a Dieffenbachia Big Ben variegated, and I love the variegation, and this is so cool. This one is for $145, but it's a very uncommon Dieffenbachia. You know, you don't really see a lot of Dieffenbachia that have that type of variegation. Really nice looking Dieffenbachia, and I just thought it was so interesting that as I was, you know, filming this, as me, Janae, and Steven were filming this, that somebody actually came in and just purchased the plant, and that was it. And I thought that was really cool. Congrats to whoever got the plant, because that is such a beautiful stunner. And that's the thing about Pita's planters. She has uncommon, rare plants, as well as common, easy care plants. She just has it all for a plant shop that's not quite as large as you would think, but it is definitely a cozy vibe. It's definitely one that I would still pick over a lot of the big box stores that I will go to, definitely. And I would even dub this plant shop as one of the best plant shops in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And trust and believe, if you watch my videos, there are many plant shops all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But Pita's Planters, definitely check it out. I will continue to make plant shopping videos of her plants because I really do believe in this business. I love the people behind it, and I mean, you can't help it. Like, there's just so many cool plants. You can see that those were some of the Syndapsis exotica totems, and this is the only one that they have left. This is a Stromanthi Charlie for $26, and I actually was tempted to get another Stromanthi. So here's the thing about Stromanthis. They're not as finicky as a Calathea. They behave like a Calathea in a sense that they need to stay, you know, keep their soil moist. They need higher humidity levels. But as far as a Stromanthi, it's still a very unique looking one. That variegation is really cool. Now, if I were to buy this, this is definitely going to transfer into semi-hydroponics, which would be pond. I've just realized that growing plants in semi-hydroponics just makes it easy. So I even, to my surprise, have taken a lot of my Aglaonema, which are more drought-tolerant plants, in semi-hydroponics, and they've done very well. So that's what I would recommend on Stromanthis, Calatheas, and prayer plants, to try semi-hydroponics. But as I spin around here, now this is one that I am going to eventually buy from Lupita. This is an Anthurium Queen of Hearts. Let's see how much it costs. There it is. I believe that is for not a bad price. It is a dark foliage anthurium. That is one that I need to add to my collections. I think dark anthuriums are beautiful as well. And you can see there is a new leaf that is about to pop up and unfurl. Now, again, with anthuriums, you need to give it quite a bit of humidity. So if you don't have a humidifier, I would be prepared to actually invest in one. Just make sure that your humidifier is away from your wooden floors, otherwise it could damage it. You want to have your humidifier way up on a shelf if you're going to actually let it just work all day, because I've made the mistake of letting a humidifier actually be closer to the ground, and all of a sudden my wooden floors had like water everywhere, and that's just not good for wood. But that plant that I just picked up is a Philodendron Jose Buono, beautiful plant. And as I spin around here, I'm just gonna keep just showing you all of the plants that they have. I love how all of that this plant shop is illuminated by the natural lighting, and I'm definitely rooting for you. That is definitely a staple at Pita's Planter. And honestly, when I picked up this Philodendron White Princess for $26, I mean, that variegation is the best I've ever seen. I regret actually not purchasing this, and this is the reason why. Because look at that variegation, and even though that white is very risky, like, I feel like it was still such a beautiful plant to actually admire. But I actually met somebody who actually watches this channel as well, so that was interesting. But he ended up purchasing that plant, and you know, that's another plant I just kind of regret not purchasing. And then over here we have a beautiful Philodendron Pink Princess, Galaxy. I mean, look at that. Look at how beautiful the marbling of that leaf is. You know, there are many different types of Philodendron Pink Princess on the market. This one happens to be the one that has some amazing variegation. So if you're going to look for a Philodendron Pink Princess, go to Pita's Planters. She gets those readily available often, and the variegation is stunning. And I am definitely going to buy this Aglaonema Golden Powder for I believe $14. That is a beautiful Aglaonema, and you already know, plant folies, Aglaonemas are a thing for me. I love Aglaonemas. They're so underrated, but they're so easy to take care of. They can tolerate lower light conditions, drought tolerant, and they come in so many different varieties. And this is an Aglaonema that I definitely want to purchase. And when I buy it from Pita's Planters, I am actually going to transfer this into semi-hydroponics leca, and I'm gonna see how that does for my Aglaonema. But this is the golden powder, and what's interesting is you know, as far as like news with me, I will be at the Texas Aeroid show, which is literally about a week and a couple of days. It's going to be out in Houston, Texas, October 26th from 11 to 6 p.m. If you are in the Houston area and you want to meet up with me, I will definitely be there. You can find me because I'll be wearing a Girl Folds t-shirt. I will also have those available for purchase. But as far as just Texas Aeroid show, definitely buy your tickets. Follow them on Instagram at the Texas Aeroid show, and you'll see that I will have lots of footage. The same thing as PlantCon 2024 Dallas and PlantCon 2024 in Houston. You know, those are two videos that I would suggest watching. It's going to be very similar to that, but I would even say that the Texas Aeroid show is going to even have some more unique and like rare specimens. I am so looking forward to the vendors that they're going to be there. And definitely check that out. So I will have hours of footage of that. So if you want to see that, definitely be subscribed to my YouTube channel. But if you want to attend that that event, definitely purchase your tickets soon. Over here we have an Aglaonema Silver Bay. This one is also for $14. The classic and most common Aglaonema you will find, aside from the Aglaonema Red Siam. But you can see that all of these plants, she has quite a bit of them. Pita's Planters, I can't stop repeating myself. She has quite a bit of them for the space that she has. I mean, you can see there are many different varieties. So we have an Aglaonema Silver Bay. Now we have an Aglaonema Maria. This one is for $14. And I believe she has an Aglaonema that's pretty white. The Aglaonema Spring Snow or Snow Spring, however you want to call it. These are all for $14 in 4.5-inch planters. And they're really healthy, super exciting. And I just absolutely love that as well. Look at that. Look at that variegation. And that's another one that, I mean, I don't mind have multiples of any type of Aglaonema. If you're going to ask me, I don't mind having multiples of, because they're so easy. So you don't have to like feel like you have to add so much more plant care. You know, for me, I like plants that are low light tolerant and drought tolerant, because not everybody has the best lighting conditions when grown indoors. And if you're like me, I have such a busy work schedule to where sometimes I just don't have the physical you know, the physical strength to go around and water plants. Like this right here is an Alocasia Jacqueline, and I believe this is for $30. It's a beautiful Alocasia. Unfortunately, it's an Alocasia that has made it to plant heaven 3 times for me. It was even an Alocasia I put in pawn, and it just did not even make the transfer. So it's really disappointing, because I would love to be able to grow that Alocasia long term. And then you can see right here, this is another Philodendron Pink Princess Galaxy. Beautiful plant. This one is for $30, but look at how gorgeous that pink variegation is. You already know, plant folies, I love pink variegated plants, pink plants in general. I'm always collecting them. And you know, if you bought this plant right here and then bought a cute handmade planter by Pita at Pita's Planters, you're all set. And then over here, we've got a variegated Hoya caryi. I love the Hoya caryi. I think it's another unique plant. This one isn't a bad price at all. And, you know, look at how cute that heart-shaped leaf is for a Hoya caryi. And as we move around this table, we're going to be taking a look at some of these Alocasias right here. This one is for $30. This is an Alocasia. Ivory Coast, and I love the Ivory Coast Alocasia. It reminds me of Mickey Mouse ears. Look at all of the new pups that came out of this particular Alocasia, and I actually am not as fearful about growing Alocasia. They are a finicky plant. They need high Syngonium era again. Love me some Syngoniums. I've been collecting Syngoniums. I am happy about Syngoniums. I am propagating Syngoniums. Super easy. Another plant that not a lot of people are just running around to grab. This is a plant that I would recommend for anybody that's beginning a plant journey, because why not? Like Syngoniums are amazing. They're easy to care for, and they are plants that I just would recommend because they're just readily available and they're pretty cost effective, and you can find them at Pita's Planters. And as I pan around here, you can see she just has so many plants. Let's take a look again at the Aglaonema Golden Powder. Love this as well. And you can see that this particular Aglaonema has hints of orange and red and pink and just a speckling. There's just a lot of things going on with the foliage, and that's what makes Aglaonemas really interesting. And this one is a really cool mermaid cactus. This is a Euphorbia mermaid. Love that as well. And I think about my plant foldie that I met out in PlantCon 2024, Dallas Trish. I know she would love that. And then look at this variegated Sansevieria again for $55. That is a wish list for me. There's not a lot left. I think these are the last two that I've seen at Pita's Planter. So I'm happy that she's able to sell through a lot of her more, expensive plants that are a little bit more rare. I mean, you can see, look at that variegation. And then you can see that we've got some really nice looking Philodendron Pink Princess again here. That one is for $26. Really pretty good quality variegation. Love the marbling and speckling of this particular Philodendron Pink Princess. Now with Philodendron Pink Princess, you want to make sure that you are giving it quite a bit of light, if possible. Even though it is more so like influenced by the amount of light the variegation is, it's still going to give it more vigorous growth. Anytime you give a plant bright indirect light, it's going to give it the maximum potential for its growth. And then you can see all of these cool looking Euphorbia mermaids. Like, I'm actually tempted to purchase one. And then a variegated Peperomia watermelon. This is the gold dust variegation. really nice one. I have one from Pita's Planters, and I actually gave it quite a bit of light, and it gave me some really good variegation to the point where almost I guess the leaves are almost white. I love that red stem as well on it. It gives it a nice contrast to the plant. And as I spin around here, we've got some more Hoyas, and we got some more Aglaonema golden powder. And look at this. This one is ready for a repot. The roots are ready, and that is another plant that Aglaonemas. Please buy yourself an Aglaonema. If you've been watching my channel for a while and you don't have an Aglaonema, give yourself a chance to bring yourself joy by bringing an Aglaonema to your home. I know if you go to a big box store, for instance, you can get an Aglaonema Silver Bay, or if you want something smaller, you can get an Aglaonema Red Siam. So lots to choose from. I would recommend it. It's easy to care for. And I mean, you can see here another Hoya. This is a Hoya Rosita for $15. I think that this is another plant that is pet friendly. So Hoyas, I believe, and I've learned, are pet friendly. So I think that that is super cool. And then we can see right here, we have another string of, I think, turtles. Yep, string of turtles for $15. Super cute plant. It's a pretty fast growing plant as well. Now this is more of like a succulent type plant, so you need to give it quite a bit of light, and then also keep the soil not too wet. Same thing with this variegated string of hearts. This one is for $15, and it looks really nice. It's a pretty nice starter for anybody who wants a variegated string of hearts. That's one that I would recommend as well. It does very well for me. And you can see we've got Syngonium Frosted Heart here. We've got Philodendron Orange Marmalade. I love this one. And let's see, this one is for $35. Not a bad price at all. It's still a pretty pricey philodendron when you compare it to all the other ones, but that is one that is really unique, especially when it starts to mature. Beautiful plant. Give it lots of light though, lots of bright indirect light. Otherwise you're not gonna get the nice beautiful neon yellow colors. And then grow. That's so funny. I just love some of the sayings of this. What a cute little pink planter with an interesting saying on there. And then as I spin around here, look at that unique looking leaf shape of this anthurium. Like, I am tempted to purchase this one as well. Actually, matter of fact, when I visit Pita's Planters, this one's for $38. I'm going to go ahead and buy me another anthurium. You know, that's the thing about loving a particular plant shop. I'm very partial to Pita's Planters. I'm going to spend all my money here, and I would actually suggest that anybody, especially if you live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, go ahead and do your plant shopping at Pita's Planters. Let's see this business grow. Let's see this place, which we are actually going to call as one of the homes of our new plant podcast, The Cultivation Corner. We're going to do a lot of our initial filming here for our first few episodes. So we want to make sure that this is a centralized area where, you know, if you're a plant foldie, if you're a Grow Folds fan, this is where I would like to meet up with you guys. This is a place where we're going to have plant podcast by The Cultivation Corner. And again, plant foldies, if you haven't already, please make sure you are either on Instagram, following The Cultivation Corner Instagram. That's where we're going to be posting a lot of our content on. But also, if you want the full episodes of the plant podcast, The Cultivation Corner, not only do you need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel with the notification bell on, I can't stress that out. Please also subscribe to Janae Simone's YouTube channel, as well as Steven and I Live Plants, because all of the episodes will be uploaded differently on different channels. We'll have one long playlist, so definitely do that. And if you made it this far into the video and haven't already, please make sure you are hitting the like button for this video. Over here, we've got one that I'm going to buy eventually from Pita, if she still has it. This is a Houseplants camouflage for $18. Beautiful coloration on this plant. I know that Kroger grocery store has this, but I want to support Pita's Planters because her Houseplants camouflage are more cost effective. They're only for $18, and you can see this one is a nice begonia as well. You know, this is an angel wing begonia. It's a begonia that I feel like we should add to our collection. You know, begonias are pretty challenging, but after going to Steve's Leaves and actually doing a nursery tour and looking at all of the begonias at Steve's Leaves, I may enter the begonia phase as well. That's the thing about seeing plants thriving, seeing mature plants. It just influences you to try and grow a plant yourself. And I think that's the reason why a lot of us get plant fluence or influenced to buy plants, is because we see beautiful specimens and then we end up wanting to buy the plant because we want to see if we can grow it to that beauty. I still regret not buying that Philodendron White Prince. It's such beautiful variegation. And then this one is an Aglaonema, red cyan, for $14. I would recommend this Aglaonema. I mean, look at that pink reddish veining on the leaves, the border of the leaves. Easy to care for plant. And then we also have a classic Monstera Adansonii. Beautiful plant. This is a plant that does want to climb. I know some people will grow this as a trailing plant, but really to get the beautiful fenestrations of this particular Monstera Adansonii, you want to give it a moss pole, a plank, a stake for it to climb up. And yes, as you can see right over here, Pita's Planters is also a plant shop that is ever evolving, because you can see that she does sell through quite a bit of plants. So these arrangements of plants are never the same whenever I go to Pita's Planters. You can see that she has a bunch of the pink plants right over here. We've got some different variegated plants, and I will say she has quite a bit of philodendron as well, and even begonias. And then when you turn around here, look at this, more plants.
We were laughing through the pain, you were never once sober. Cut the cord that kept us connected, blacking out the mirror where your light once reflected all of the love from up above.
And you can see she has some handmade propagation stations. Love that. It looks like she chopped up a Syngonium albo. Really like that as well. And that's an easy plant to root in water. I love the propagation stations, and you can see that Steven has just made it here, and the audio cut out, but he's talking about this Alocasia Jacqueline. We were discussing on whether we should have him buy it. I didn't really want to be the bearer of bad news, but I did end up telling him that I ended up sending it to Plant Heaven multiple times. So he was still keen to buying it, but then I think he eventually bought something else. I forgot what plant he got, but whenever the Cultivation Corner trio comes here, Janae, myself, or Steven, we have to buy plants from Pita's Planters. And again, I will never stop trying to plug this plant shop, because look at this. So many plants, so many different types of plants at a smaller space, but that makes it more unique because you don't have to travel too far around. Like, all you have to do is turn around and be like, okay, there's a Dieffenbachia camouflage, beautiful. We've got some Alocasia cuprea, beautiful. We've got a beautiful Philodendron gloriosum, and we have shingle plants. Like, this is really cool too. These are brand new right here. This is another Rhaphidophora shingle type plant for $22, and it already has the plank. Super cute. I don't have any shingle plants in my collection. And then look, right over here, we've got an easy to care for plant. This is not a philodendron, sorry. Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. This one is only for $13.50. This is the marble version, and that's another plant I am going to add to my collection, just because this is one of the more durable plants, one of the easier plants to grow. And look at that variegation, absolutely stunning. And this is another plant that you can propagate through cuttings. Easy to propagate, it's easy to grow. It's one that will give you a lot of joy. And then we have a Rhaphidophora Discordia for $16.50. And as much as I love this dragon tail Rhaphidophora, it's one that you have to give it a pole. You have to give it quite a bit of light for it to really grow. Otherwise, it will shoot out more runners versus foliage. But if you can get it to mature, if you're able to give it more light, it is a plant that is going to be stunning, just absolutely stunning. It'll be a statement piece plant. And then this is an Alocasia I'm thinking I want to buy from Lupita. This one is for $30. That is an Alocasia golden bone. I love that dark foliage of the plant, and also just the stem color. That's one that I'm not as afraid to add into my collection anymore, because I've kind of figured out the substrate that an Alocasia would be most happy about. And you can see that there are little pups. This was actually for $32, and you can see that it already has like 3 or 4 babies. But look at the size of that Alocasia golden bone. Absolutely stunning. That is one that, if you are into Alocasias, get yourself an Alocasia golden there's such a great energy as well around Pita's planters. And, you know, both myself, Janae, Simone, and Steven were just talking about how you can tell that there's a lot of love and passion put into taking care of these plants to get these plants sourced out. You know, whenever you buy a plant from Pita's planters, you're getting one that was definitely sourced out with love. Also, she is able to give you all of the plant care tips. So there's nobody should ever feel intimidated to growing and picking up a plant. You're always going to be steered in the right direction by Pita. This shop really does make an effort to make sure to answer all of your plant questions. And, you know, for us, we also like seeing that there is a variety of plants that are a little bit more rare. I mean, you can see right here, this is a more uncommon Hoya. This is one that I was actually tempted to purchase as well, but she has a cabinet of some of her own plant propagations or rare plants that she has been able to source out. I mean, look at this right here. That is a really nice looking Jose Buono, Philodendron Jose Buono, but it has more of a speckling. I haven't ever seen that. Really nice looking one. And then here is a Philodendron Strawberry Shake, really good variegation. Let's see how much it is. That's not a bad price at all for an uncommon Philodendron. Love the stems of the leaves as well. And you can just see that as far as getting even rare plants, you don't have to travel far. You don't have to go order them online. You can just get them. And especially with the anthuriums, it's always a risk to buy an anthurium online just because they don't always travel well. So that's why, like, if I'm going to buy some anthuriums, I'm definitely going to buy them from Pita's planters. There are some other local sellers like Caleb's Tropicals, which I am excited because he did give me the option to film film his anthuriums. He is a master when it comes to anthurium hybridizing, so stay tuned for that. There's a lot of new content that I'm going to try to get out aside from big box store plant shopping. I know that I typically do that, but just now that I'm meeting more people, making more connections, I'm really honored. I'm really thankful for all of the positive reviews that I'm getting and just the positive opportunities I'm getting to be able to share even more plant content. Now, can we take a look at this beautiful Philodendron Splendid? Look at how full this plant is. Look at how gorgeous the velvety texture of the leaves are. That's another one that I'm like, should have I bought it? So is it a need or a want? Now, it's in terms of that term for Cultivation Corner, a need is basically a plant you have to have right then and there. That is something that's non-negotiable. You have to buy the plant. Or is it a want? Is it something that's on your wish list that you can wait on? I think that that's going to be more of a want for now, even though it is a spectacular looking plant. And as you can see here, plant folies, look at all of these plants. So many varieties, and I'm just going to keep walking around here and panning over some more of these plants for you. And here is an example, again, of a Scindapsus exotica on a totem. I feel like you get the best beauty potential out of that particular Scindapsus or Scindapsus in general when you let them crawl up versus trail down. And just the lighting plant folies and the plants like this Anthurium Queen of Spades, like I need to buy that. I think that that's the Anthurium I'm going to purchase when I am at Pita's Planters next time. Oh gosh, there's just so many beautiful plants. And again, I will continue to do plant shopping videos of Pita's Planters because she does restock quite often. Please make sure you are following Pita's Planters on Instagram. That's where you'll get the most up-to-date content. She does post a lot of reels, Instagram reels, as well as stories. This is another Syngonium I think that is really cool. This is a Syngonium Golden Illusion for $14. Now, I think that there's another Syngonium that I have that was sold to me as Syngonium Lime Soda. They look very similar, but that is a Syngonium though. If you're going to get the best variegation or coloration, please give it quite a bit of bright indirect light. So plant folies, what do you think so far of all the plants at Pita's Planters? Again, if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure you're hitting the like button for this video. I would also ask that you leave comments about what plants you would love Pita's Planters to add into her plant shop. I can, give that feedback to her, as I often see Pita and her partner David. So that's, something that I would definitely want to get to them. And then you can just see right here, give all the plant insights, leave all the comments in the comment section. I would love to see that. Again, it's all about the engagement on this channel. I do thank those that continue to tune into my live premiere chats. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent, but again, life gets in the way, work gets in the way, but just know that I make all my efforts to try to get you that daily plant content. It has been fun, and you can see that on the shelf right there. These are the plants that I am wanting to purchase today alongside with Steven. We already got some of our plants queued up. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button for this video. It definitely helps the channel out, as well as Pita's Planters, as well as subscribing to this YouTube channel at Grow Folds with the notification bell on. This is Richie. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be local nursery plant shopping at Pita's Planters in Dallas, Texas. As always, plant foldies, please make sure you press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. I'd love to connect with y'all. You can see it is a cloudy day, but I love going to Pita's Planters. But before we go into the shopping video, I did want to say, please make sure you are subscribed to our plant podcast. I don't know.
Oh.
Hey guys, so if you've already watched our episode, we both have episodes for Pita's Planters, so we go into detail about the plants you have. I'm here with Janae. Steven is not here. Insert picture of Steven for Cultivation Corner.
He didn't skip work for us.
He didn't. I mean, I'm off on Tuesdays on a Tuesday. But if you haven't already seen all of the plants that Pita has, Aglaonemas galore, definitely a need, but she also has a bunch of alocasias, new philodendron hybrids. What else did you see, Janae?
Oh my goodness, like even this beautiful philodendron ring of fire, and she has escaletos, y'all. All very reasonable and pet-friendly plants
and
as well.
Let's not forget the Syndapsis too. She has some Syndapsis on totems, variegated Syndapsis. Yes. For those that are rare plant finders. Definitely get to Pita's Planters. It is in Dallas, Texas. Small business, but it packs a huge impact when it comes to your plant collection. We've been shopping here for a while. Yes. I'm addicted. She feeds my plant addiction, and I need help, but it's okay. It's good, right?
It's okay.
Hey,
yeah, okay.
Y'all see the shirts that we're rocking? I mean, isn't this fly? This is fly. See, this could be in your closet. You know what I'm saying? We are selling these limited edition Cultivation Corner sweatshirts right now.
Season 2?
That's right.
Season 2.
Season 2. Listen, if you want one, you better get up on it, because like I said, they're limited. So
send us a DM in the Cultivation Corner Instagram so we can go ahead and get that custom sizing.
That's right.
You could be like us.
That's right. You don't want FOMO on this one, you guys. You need this is what couture.
Cultivation couture.
Cultivation couture.
And
hello everyone, I'm Pita. I'm the owner of Pita's Planters, and we are located in East Dallas. We are a little bit hidden in the plaza. We are located at the corner of Casa Linda Plaza near Rodeo Goat. And I'm super excited to announce that we're now starting to ship some of our items. For now, we're only shipping our 3D printed and handmade items, but in the spring, we are hoping to start shipping plants as well. So you can visit our website at pitasplanters.com or just come shop in person.
Plant Foldies, as you can tell, we are just really big supporters of Pita's Planters. Now, for those that are just discovering my channel, I do big box store plant shopping videos, but I also like to feature plant shops and nurseries out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is where I'm based at. For those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers Plant Foldies. Welcome to the channel. My name is Richie and I do daily plant shopping videos. Hopefully you have found me and are able to even participate in the live premiere chats. But as you can see, I am featuring Pita's Planters. It is a local plant shop that has been a place where I love to go shopping. You know, you talk about going big box store plant shopping, but if you're able to shop local, if you're able to support small businesses, just know that whenever you buy small and you support small businesses, you are actually helping somebody's dream come true. And, you know, as far as the Cultivation Corner Plant podcast, again, we will be premiering next Tuesday, February 18th at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you will see in detail the story of Lupita, who is the owner of Pita's Planters. And I am really honored that we were able to put her on the Plant podcast. And just to let you guys know, we are planning on doing a live viewing party for the local Plant Foldies. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to hang out with the Cultivation Corner cast, both me, myself, Janae, Stephen of I Live Plants, as well as Pita and anybody in the plant community in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we will host a live viewing party that will be starting at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at Pita's Planters shop. We will have a projector showing the live stream of our actual second season episode opener, and at the end of the live premiere, we will also be doing a live selling event on Pita's Planters Instagram account. So Plant Foldies, number one, if you don't have an Instagram account and you want even more behind the scenes footage, definitely create an Instagram account, follow at Pita's Planters, because we are going to go live with myself, Janae Simone, Stephen of I Live Plants, and maybe even Fidel Plant Poppy to do a first ever live selling event of Pita's Planters plants. And you can see she does have many different plants that I'm panning around, but I really did want to utilize this today's episode to get the word out there, get everybody excited for the live selling event. If you go in person to Pita's Planters next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., you can see a face reveal because I will be maskless at the event. Now, when I go live selling, I'm going to be selling a lot of her plants on Instagram. So please support me as I try to boost some sales up. Know that all of the plants that you are seeing here, especially on the live sale, Pita will be able to ship to your doorstep. Yes, she is now shipping online, and she'll be able to get all of those beautiful Aglaonemas and all of these planters and things that are in her store. So definitely tune in to the live selling event. You have to be following at Pita's Planters on Instagram. Super easy, and obviously just a live premiere viewing party. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it will be 6:30 p.m. We'll have some snacks, some drinks. It's just going to be a hangout. So if you want to hang out with me, Janae Simone, and Stephen of I Live Plants, the Cultivation Corner, and hopefully we can get Plant Poppy, Fidel out here as well. We just definitely want to make this a fun experience. And for those that support the Cultivation Corner Plant podcast, that is a huge plant project, plant podcast that we are super proud of to present to the plant community season 2. But let's go back. I know that I probably flooded you with a lot of plugs, commercials, and just announcements, but hey, you know, I like to utilize these moments to be able to get everybody engaged to the content. As you can see right here, Pita does have so many beautiful planters. And I think for Pita, it's the fact that, yes, there are many plant shops in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's a lot of brick and mortar shops. But what I appreciate about this particular plant shop is the care in sourcing out the plants cost-effective plant pricing, and her planters. That's the reason why it's called Pita's Planters. A lot of her planters are handmade. She either does it through 3D printing or through concrete molds. There's workshops that she also features. And so, you know, as far as the plants, not only can you find like a Syndapsis like that or a beautiful Syngonium like this, I mean, can we just say that we're all fans of pink plants? This is a neon for $14. You can get something like this and then choose a handmade planter to put it in. So as far as like the catch pots, they do have drainage holes, but you can just use a plant like this. For instance, this is another pink neon. Again, it's one of those things where you can just keep the plant in its nursery grower pot and then find a beautiful handcrafted planter from Pita's Planters. And again, as far as all the planters, those are also available for online, you know, orders. Definitely go to www.pitasplanters.com if you want to order plants. Right now, it is a little bit cold in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and since Pita's Planters is new to shipping plants, they're being a little bit cautious, so they might be pausing on the shipping. We're just gonna wait till all of the weather is a little bit warmer. But as you can see right here, if you're looking for a small business, a small plant shop that's very intimate, that has so many different varieties of plants, like this Hoya, for instance, this is another Hoya. You can go here, and what's awesome about the planters and the plants at Pita's Planters is they are identified as being pet friendly or not pet friendly. So if you have a furry friend, if you see a little sticker that has a paw, that means that that plant is pet friendly. Now over here, we have a beautiful philodendron red sun. And, you know, as far as philodendrons, when I asked Pita if she could choose one plant type that she could grow only, what would it be? And she mentioned philodendron. And I could see that because philodendrons are very easy to care for plants, or at least a majority of them are. And then as far as, you know, philodendrons, there's a diversity of plants that you can pick from. Now, I would also choose Hoyas. I think, you know, Pita would also choose Hoyas. So you can see, as far as like Pita's Planters, if you are a Hoya head or somebody that loves Hoyas, she's got many different varieties of them, uncommon to uncommon plants. You can see we've got Apachira aquatica here, and then we have easy to care for plants like this. So this is a ZZ plant again. ZZ plants, as I've shown in my big box store plant shopping videos, they are readily available. They are low light tolerant and drought tolerant. And when I mention drought tolerant and low light tolerant, those are the characteristics you want to find in a plant, because that is going to make your plant care so much easier. It's going to bring you a little bit more joy because you're not having to chase plants to keep them alive. And that's oftentimes the problem with, you know, growing plants indoors, is we inundate ourselves with so many plants that we may not always have time to take care of them. But as you can see right here, she's got some cute earrings, a lot of planty accessories. So if you are somebody that likes earrings, accessories, and any types of plants, you know, that are plant related, you definitely need to be shopping at Pita's Planters. You can see she's got shelves here of different types of pothos plants, and I am part of the pothos era again, where I just want to collect them. And then you also have different types of string type plants. So you've got a string of turtles, you've got a variegated string of hearts, and let's take a look at this. Look at the variegation, beautiful plant. You can see that that is a plant pricing here. This one you would be able to also order and get shipped to your doorstep. Now, I would think if you are following Pita's Planters on Instagram, you might be able to send her a direct message and actually inquire and ask if she's able to, sell and ship a specific plant. Not all of the plants that she has in her store are uploaded to sell on the online website. That's still very new to the shop, but I would also encourage y'all just to send her a direct message via Instagram if you are interested in some of the plants that may not be listed on the website. Now, this one right here is an Epipremnum aureum neon queen pothos. It's actually one of my favorite pothos because it's pretty fast growing, just like a golden pothos, but it has that neon aurea quality about it. And then we are also going to be looking at these. So these are snow queen pothos. So she's got all the pothos queens in the plant shop right here. And if you're looking for plants that are a little bit smaller, the average plant sizes for a lot of Pita's planters is going to be between 4.5 inches to 5-inch plants. And then she has some more, larger sizes. But if you're looking for small spaces, you have so many different varieties of plants to choose from. She also has propagation stations that she has made herself, and she also has Japanese pothos. So this one right here is an Epipremnum aureum Shangri-La pothos. Now, I know we can see these as trending tropical Costa Farms plants, but what I would encourage anybody, especially if you are a local Dallas-Fort Worth plant lover, support your small businesses. Make sure that you are going to Pita's Planters and even buying these plants, because yes, we can go to a big box store, but as I've said before, some people are not fortunate enough to have gems like this, where you can go to a small plant shop and really source out some healthy looking plants. So definitely check that out. And as far as this particular plant here, this is a beautiful Shangri-La pothos. This is a Japanese pothos that was originally made from the Teruno World Series. There's many different Japanese pothos that, as we continue to see them in the United States, we can touch base on the different varieties. Now, as far as Hoyas, you can see she's got a variegated Hoya compacta or a Hindu robe. And if you are an anthurium lover, she's got many anthuriums here. So anthuriums can be a little bit pricey, especially if you're looking for the larger sizes, but for $29.95, you can see that this is a beautiful anthurium. I have gotten into anthuriums as of late. My anthuriums are doing very well because I grow them in semi-hydroponic substrates. Now over here is a Philodendron Painted Lady, and as I mentioned before, the care tips for Philodendron Painted Lady, you want to wait till the soil dries out completely, and this is only for $15. So if you're not wanting to buy like a larger trending tropicals Costa Farms plant for like $20, you can get a smaller one for a smaller space for $15. And as I keep showing you guys different plants right here, she also has many different varieties of philodendron. So this is a Philodendron Majestic. Look at the silver foliage, plant foldies. What do you think of this? And what do you think about ordering this plant and getting it shipped to your doorstep? So what's exciting is we finally got Pita out of her fear about shipping plants, because she did mention the fear of sending a plant and the plant not making it to the person ordering it. That's always going to be a fear. I would say anybody who ships plants, there's so many factors to shipping plants. It could be just be the weather, it could be the postal service, it could be a lot of factors. But I would say, go ahead and ship the plants out, plant foldies, buy Aglaonemas like this. And you already know Tuesday she ended up getting restocked with some new Aglaonema varieties. I'm not gonna lie, I go to Pita's Planters on Tuesday when she is closed, because I want to, number one, film the new plants available for anybody that's local, and even the plant foldies. This one's for $22. This one is some type of Aglaonema hybrid, so it looks similar to like a Geely Red, but you can see that the leaves are a little bit more elongated. I am definitely going to purchase more Aglaonemas. I pretty much spend all my money at Pita's Planters, and it's because, full transparency, I want to see Pita's Planters succeed. I want people to be more mindful about where they're buying their plants. Sometimes buying a plant because it's a little bit more cost effective does not necessarily mean that you have to do that. For me, it's supporting small businesses, it's supporting our economy, and it's just really supporting the plant community. The Dallas-Fort Worth area has a really strong plant community, and you can see right here, she's got different hybrids, $34.99. These velvety texture philodendrons are amazing, and it just makes me happy to be part of Pita's Planters plant journey. And again, for those that are watching this video, I really hope that you guys, if you don't tune in for me, at least tune in on the Cultivation Corner Plant Podcast season 2 opener next Tuesday, February 18th, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you live on the East Coast, it's going to start at 8:30 your time, and if you live in the West Coast, it's going to start at 5:30 p.m. your time. And if you are somebody that is a local Dallas-Fort Worth person that lives in the area, please join us. Please join us for our viewing party. It's going to start at 6:30 p.m. We will be hanging out with everybody for a good solid hour before the viewing party starts. Make it a plant party. And, Plant Foldies, I will be on the live premiere chat as well as Growfold. So I'm going to definitely be chatting with you. You can ask us if you can't make it to the live premiere party in person. You can still party up with us by just asking us questions, really engaging with us at Pita's Planters, because we're thinking about doing a live stream as well of the actual plant party. So you can see that there's just many platforms that we're doing, but hopefully we can get at least 100 people watching the episode live. So please share the link once it's up. It's actually up on the website. So this is an Aglaonema for $22. I've seen this Aglaonema by Costa Farms, but you can see that Pita's Planters has this one as well. We were talking about knowing the plant ID. Unfortunately, there's not a plant ID for this Aglaonema. So maybe, Plant Foldies, we can come up with a plant name for this plant, because clearly it's just a hybrid. So Plant Foldies, leave in the timestamp what you would name this Aglaonema. And you know what? I'm just going to start calling it that, because a lot of these hybrids end up having no IDs, but I prefer to have a plant ID as reference. Again, for Aglaonemas, if you are a collector of Aglaonemas and you want these rare or uncommon ones, go to Pita's Planters. Pita is probably the one plant shop in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that is sourcing out really uncommon Aglaonemas, and we're going to look at this one. So this is the first Aglaonema that I'm going to be buying. This is an Aglaonema Sun Drop for I think it's $38. Now, let me tell you this. You can do a search for an Aglaonema Sun Drop on Etsy, and you will see that it's going to cost more to get from Indonesia. Plus, when you think about ordering plants from overseas, you have to worry about a phytosanitary certificate. You have to worry about the shipping versus just going to Pita's Planters and buying this plant. Now, I do think she's going to be able to list these Aglaonema, the new shipment in, to where you can order it. And I will tell you, Plant Foldies, the ones that have actually ordered plants, I'm going to actually shout out Michael and also Angelique for ordering not only just planters, but Aglaonema. Thank you for doing that, because that actually encourages the shop to even ship out more plants. And Plant Foldies, if there's one thing I can ask besides pressing the thumbs up or like button every 5 seconds in my plant shopping videos, that is to really consider ordering plants from Pita's Planters and just getting it shipped to your doorstep. You can see she's got an Aurea right over there for $65. So if you're looking for a Monstera Aurea, she's got one ready to go. And then we've also got some other plants here. So pink plants, I know she really likes pink plants. I love pink plants. This one right here is a Syngonium Pink Lava, which I am eventually gonna get. This one's for $28. Here's the thing about Syngoniums. Like, I really love Syngoniums. Syngoniums are gonna be my first love. And you know what they say? Your first love you'll never forget in a relationship, right? But as far as Syngoniums, right now, Syngoniums and I have kind of fallen out of love with each other. More so me, because I'm neglectful. I'm neglectful in a sense that I don't water them. And when you don't water Syngoniums for a long period of time, they decline in health very quickly. So that's my story about Syngoniums. But Syngonium Pink Lava, that's an uncommon Syngonium. You can get that from Pita's Planters, and I believe she can ship that out directly to you. So if you're a fan of pink plants, definitely check that out. And you can see right here, we've got a Peperomia. These are super durable, and Peperomias, just like Aglaonemas, I feel like they're underrated plants. But you can see she's got another Aglaonema here in a beautiful planter. Look at how stylish that is. And that's the thing, that really beautiful pink reddish tone on the Aglaonemas, as well as the white modern planter. It's a beautiful plant, and you can get this. You can actually order this plant and most likely get the planter as well. And it's like a 2-in-1 special, right? You get a healthy looking plant and you get a beautiful planter. And as I pan away here, while this shop is small in size, it really does pack a very impactful experience in terms of the types of plants Pita has. And then you can see right here, this is a new one right here. This is a blue oil fern. I don't know a lot about it. It looks like a Hoya almost, but this is a blue oil fern. When you touch the leaves are actually very waxy, so you could easily mistaken it as a Hoya. But can we say how beautiful the dark foliage is? And this is another reason why I feel like, you know, Pita's Planters, if you refer back to all of my plant shopping videos that I've done of Pita's Planters, which are several, it's a lot, you can see how this shop continuously evolves and brings in many different plants. It almost has like different seasons when you think about it. But one thing I will say is she always keeps things in stock. She will also have, you know, she's going to bring back her plant mobile truck to where she actually has a shop that you can go see, I think at the farmers market area in Dallas. So that's something really cool. And then as far as just the plants itself, like look at this right here. So I'm just gonna walk around and continue to show you all what plants Pita has. Like this is a new one right here. This one is an Epipremnum amplissumum aurea. So it's an aurea variegated form. Now we've seen the Costa Farms Trendy Tropicals Epipremnum aureum, not Epipremnum amplissumum silver streak pothos, but this one is only for $42. I was super tempted to buy this, but you know, if you're gonna ask me, is this a want or need plant? For today, it's going to be a want. It's a wish list plant, although I would say this variegation is stunning. It's the best I've seen in terms of an Epipremnum amplissumum aurea. Beautiful variegation for $42, and I do believe she can ship these out, so definitely look at that. And you know, Valentine's Day is this coming Friday. First of all, plant foldies, do you have a Valentine's? I definitely do. And has your Valentine's gotten you a plant? Because if they haven't, you can always consider buying plants as Valentine's. Can we change, you know, bouquets of flowers instead as being like plants that you can give to a loved one? I think that that would be a great idea. What also I would say is a great idea is anything planty related. So these propagation stations, we've got a beautiful hanging basket right here of a marble queen pothos, and then we've got some new varieties of Hoya. So take a look at this one right over here. Beautiful Hoya. It's one of those uncommon ones. I don't know the plant ID, but I will go flash that out for you. Nice plant. And again, as far as Hoyas, Pita's Planters has a lot of Hoya. So I'm just going to continue to pick up some plants and show you what she has available. Again, plant foldies, if you made it this far into the video and you haven't pressed the thumbs up or like button, please do so, because it does help push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And also leave comments for me, leave comments for Pita's Planters, just any plants you want to see, what you think about the plants, if you have any questions. But just know that Pita's Planters is now able to ship these plants to different parts of the country, which is really exciting. And then over here, I love this this Euphorbia Ghost right here. I actually have one, and when you talk about a plant that is just easy to care for, this plant, you don't have to worry about watering as much. You actually want to water this plant when the soil is completely dry, and give it bright indirect light or bright light in general, and it will do well. If you sun stress it, meaning giving it plenty of light that it doesn't necessarily need, it starts to give like pinkish margins, pinkish edges on the leaves. And then over here, it is Valentine's Day, and it's so interesting, almost predictable that most plant shops, nurseries will have Hoya caryi. This one is just a green form. Here's the thing about Hoya caryi. These ones will continue to vine. If you buy a single leaf one, it will just maintain being a single leaf. And then you can see this is another Pita's Planters Hoya. This is a Hoya fungii for $25. Really like the look of that as well. And you know, Hoyas, they're very easy plants to take care of. They do prefer a little bit more humidity. I think they're a lot happier when you can provide them with more humidity. And you can see this one is for $24.99. Hoya pubera, I think that's how you call it. I have not become a Hoya head. There are a couple of plants that have not bitten me in terms of getting obsessed about them. The main squeeze for me in terms of plants is Aglaonema. I want to talk about Aglaonema. If you are a plant foldy and you have not gotten into an Aglaonema, please leave in the comments what I can do to convince you to get an Aglaonema. I mean, start out with an Aglaonema Red Siam. Start out with an easy to care for Aglaonema. I mean, they're all easy, but let's go ahead and look at some of of these rares in her rare cabinet. So you have another type of Hoya here. This one is for $25. And again, as far as Hoyas, I just feel like if I get into Hoyas, I will just try to buy every single Hoya. There's some really expensive ones. Now this one is a unicorn Hoya. This is a Hoya compacta, but look at the variegation. This is called the Moana, I think. It's in a chunky soil mix, but look at that beautiful variegation. It's for $95. This is the Moana LOA, beautiful plant, $95. Like, I really want to go splurge and treat myself. Plant Foldy, should I buy this Hoya or should I wait? Should this be a want or a need plant? Is this a need today? Let me know in the comment section whether I should get this Hoya. Maybe come back next Tuesday if it's not sold during the live stream, live viewing party for Cultivation Corner. And then over here, Monstera obliqua for $55. And that is really cool that she has Monstera obliqua. And notice that there is another growth point right there, so you'll get another Monstera obliqua. What I like about the Monstera obliqua is just the texture of the leaves. So it looks like a Monstera adansonii, but clearly it's got a more unique ruffled look about it. Now, Monstera obliquas definitely need a little bit more humidity, and you need to give them some type of structure to climb on. And then this is a Monstera Burley Marks Flame. So this is still a lot of wish list plants. So you can see that that is the plant pricing right over there. I would love to get a Monstera Burley Marks Flame because I love Monsteras. Right now, it's still out of my budget, and hopefully plant pricing will go down. But if you want to treat yourself and get yourself a rare plant, go to Pita's Planters. She does have these available and she can ship these out. So if you are interested, again, I would definitely do that. And I did want to feature her Monstera mints here. So love the fact that she has Monstera mint, and in her newsletter, she is going to have a coupon for like $20 off this this Monstera mint for Valentine's Day special. She can definitely ship this out. So if you have somebody that you love, that you know loves plants, surprise them with a Monstera mint. Go ahead and buy yourself a Monstera mint. I think that that would be awesome. Like, I already have a Monstera White Monster, which is very much similar to the Monstera mint, but these are becoming more readily available. I hope that any of the local plant foldies or those that are even in the Texas area, go ahead and get yourself a Monstera mint. Now, as far as this Monstera, it is a pretty fast grower as well, even though it is highly variegated. The plant care tips again would be bright indirect light. If you're able to increase the humidity levels, that would be perfect. And then obviously giving it a moss pole or some type of pole to climb. That way you can encourage the fenestrations. The new leaves will arrive as like a really light color, and then it eventually hardens off to more of like a minty color. Either way, it has the same, I would say, similar characteristics of like a Philodendron Florida Ghost, where it comes out with a really bright white cream color, and then it darkens up a little bit, but it won't go fully green. It will have those minty variegation on it. It is again for $155, but if you are looking for that coupon, I believe Pita will have it for $20 off with the Valentine's coupon. You can be part of her newsletter, and you can also just send a direct message to Lupita on her Instagram account. Please follow at Pita's Planters, and these Monstera mints are also going to be part of the live selling. So Janae Simone, Stephen of I Live Plants will be selling live selling on Instagram at Pita's Planters. We will go live on her Instagram account right after the live premiere video finishes streaming for season 2 for the Cultivation Corner. So I will be talking a lot about it. I will be promoting it a lot on all of my social media platforms. For those that are also social media, if you have social media platforms, please share the news. Let's get everybody excited. Let's get everybody wanting to go order and buy plants from Pita's Planters. It will be the very first time that she does a live selling event. And, for me, I would just ask, especially those that are really die-hard plant foldies, to buy a plant, even if it's not one of these like rare or uncommon plants. We're gonna have some easy to care for plants. I'm hoping that she'll have some more Aglaonemas, but that would really mean a lot to me in terms of, if you want to validate that I am a plant, quote, influencer. I really find that a funny term that some people have called me. I would just hope that I can influence you into purchasing plants from a small business like Pita's Planters, and especially on Tuesday with my friends Janae, Simone, and Stephen of I Live Plants, our Cultivation Corner Plant Podcast show. So if you want to listen to the podcast, we are on Spotify. But if you want to see us, if you want to see our antics, our shenanigans, definitely tune into the YouTube channel Cultivation Corner. You need to be subscribed to it because that's where we're going to premiere it. And then you can see right here, that is a Valentine's Heart 3D printed planter. Isn't that cute, with an Epipremnum pinnatum marble? Love that as well. What a good combination. And you can just see all of these rares are readily available, and she still has this. This is a wish list plant. This is definitely a want. This is a variegated dragon scale alocasia. Let's see how much it is. It is a little bit pricey, $138. I always look at these variegated alocasias as almost like investment plants, because if you're able to get them to grow and establish, you are able to possibly get corms from them and get some more little babies out of them. But this has some really beautiful variegation. Plant foldies, you already know that I have mentioned before, there is an option to send a monetary tip to content creators on YouTube. It's called a super sticker. So if you feel like you want to fund some of my plant wish lists, you can always drop a super sticker. You just have to look for the $ on the bottom right hand corner of the video, and you can send any amount. That does help with some of my traveling in terms of just filling up my gas and just the efforts I put into making plant shopping videos. Again, I want to always try to keep my content free, or at least make sure the majority of our plant foldies are able to enjoy these plant shopping videos. And then over here is a Philodendron caramel marble. It's still quite a pricey plant, but it's one of those philodendrons that I really want, because when it does get larger leaves, it is a serrated type of philodendron. So think of like philodendron ring of fire, philodendron Pluto, philodendron jungle boogie, philodendron golden crocodile. This one is another type of philodendron that has more of like a cream caramel variegation as it matures. But Pita's Planter has that, and I believe she can ship these out to more people out there if you want to buy it online. You can see she's got some beautiful Hoya. Like, this was one that I am eyeing just because I really like that silver matte finish on this particular Hoya. Although it's just 2 leaves, Hoyas are pretty fast at growing as well. Just as long as you can give them bright light and a little bit more humidity, and if you just boost their nutrients, they should do very well for you. With Hoyas, they look really cute on trellises. So that's something eventually I will go and try to get. So as far as like Pita's Planters, again, not only do they have easy care plants, plants that are a little bit more cost effective, she also has a rare cabinet. So for instance, if you are a plant collector, especially one that loves rare plants, she has them available at her store. And these are plants that can be shipped out to you. She is now shipping out on her website. And if for some reason a plant is not listed, you can always send a direct message on Instagram to her at Pita's Planters. So again, please follow Pita's Planters. And I will say what's exciting is on February 18th, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., we will be doing a live viewing of the Cultivation Corner Plant Podcast Season 2 first episode, where we feature Pita's story. And so we are inviting anybody that is out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're going to be in town next Tuesday, February 18th, we are just having a live viewing party. We'll just have some drinks, some snacks, not anything too crazy, just a hangout spot. If you want to go meet some people that are wanting to talk about plants and just love plants, you can do some shopping here. And then at 7:30, we are going to project the premiere on a projection screen. So please let us know if you're going to be able to make it to Pita's Planters, February 18th at 6:30 p.m. But if you can't make it right then and there, the actual streaming will happen at 7:30 p.m. And then right after the live stream or the live premiere viewing party, we are going to be doing a live selling event, the first ever live selling event on Pita's Planters Instagram. So if you are watching this video and you are loving these plants that I'm picking up, like this golden pothos right over here, that's super full, you can go to Pita's Planters Instagram account, not YouTube, Instagram account, and then watch the live streaming that is happening on the Instagram account. Myself, Janae, Simone, Stephen of I Live Plants will be doing some live selling. So if you see plants, we will be selling them on Instagram, and you can get them shipped to your doorstep. Now, obviously, if you are a local DFW plant foldie or a cultivator or somebody that supports Pita's Planters and can't make it to the event, you can still do a pickup. So we can do live selling, but you can do a pickup at the store. I would really hope that our community, especially the Grow Folds Plant Folding community all over the United States, will support my local favorite shop to shop at on the live selling. That would be amazing, because you can see that a lot of these plants are available, and hopefully we will be selling them on the live selling event. I did talk to Pita. It looks like she is going to try to get another shipment of plants before the event next week. So we will see about that. Hopefully that is the case. I did request that she get a little bit more Aglaonema, especially for all of the plant lovers that love Aglaonema on the Grow Folds YouTube channel. I did want to say again, thank you all for always tuning in, for always staying positive, for always encouraging me to create this type of content, and for engaging with it, for just pressing the thumbs up or like button, for instance, for all my videos, and for leaving comments. That really helps drive the engagement on my YouTube videos, which has I may end up getting, and then as well as Cuddly Cactus. Those are super cute. And then I did want to go back and show you all of the beautiful new Aglaonema she has. So this one is an Aglaonema Sundrop. Look at that neon and yellowish foliage on the Aglaonema Sundrop. I love the white stems, and you already know, plant foldies, that everybody needs to be all about the Aglaonema. Here's the thing: if you look at the Aglaonema and you place it right next to any plant, it's always going to stick out because of the beautiful foliage. Now, as far as this one right here, she also has an Aglaonema pink barami for $35. Beautiful plant. This one is more unique in a sense that the leaves are definitely a little bit more narrow. It has a beautiful pink vein. It has pink stems, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous Aglaonema. She is able to ship that out. And then this is an Aglaonema Aladdin. Look at how gorgeous this is. Love the Aglaonema Aladdin. That one is beautiful. And what makes it exciting is you can see that there is that speckling of green, mostly green, but then there are spots where they just come out more pink. So that one has definitely unique coloration. And I love the pink stems. And then she still has this red Mahasadi. And I know for a fact that somebody needs to buy this red Mahasadi. Please buy it if you are a Grow Folds plant foldie that likes to collect Aglaonema. Again, you can get this shipped out to you directly. I have one. Mine has been sitting in Leca for a while. It's doing extremely well for me. And it is such a beautiful Aglaonema. I love the yellowish, greenish tone it has, but also the stark red, and it also has a white stem on it. So, you know, with Aglaonemas, I feel like they're such a cute plant in a sense that they just have lots of beautiful foliage. She's got 3 new Aglaonemas. I know she has like this new one right here. I'm going to buy this one as well. This is the Aglaonema Amber, and it's in a 6-inch planter for only $38. Now, with the Aglaonema Amber, it looks very similar to an Aglaonema Golden Fluorite, but the difference is it has wider, larger leaves. So if you're looking for an Aglaonema that can get jumbo size, I would say the Aglaonema Amber is definitely going to be one of them. It has a potential to get as large as, say, an Aglaonema Silver Bay. So if you're looking for a colorful Aglaonema with beautiful foliage like this that can get large, I would recommend getting the Aglaonema Amber. And I love the pink stems. Like I said, again, for a 6-inch planter, that's an uncommon Aglaonema. That one is only for $38. And truthfully, any of these Aglaonema you see, go ahead and do your research, and you will see that it is actually going to be marked up even higher online. And if you want to try to get it from overseas, it'll be a little bit pricey because of the shipping. And I did want to spin over here and show you some more of these plants. It looks like she's got a Syngonium albo here, Monstera Thai Constellation, and just beautiful plants. I'm telling you, I am just a huge fan of Pita's planters. And take a look at this 8-inch basket of golden papaya or golden fluorite for only $38. So typically you will see this in a 6-inch planter from Costa Farms in a big box, so for like $19.84. But look at this right here. This is a steal. I almost wanted to buy this. I may end up going back and buying this for $38. Look at how gorgeous and large this Aglaonema Golden Fluorite is. It is super full. There are several plants, and it is just a gorgeous Aglaonema, and one that is a very good price. $38 for all of this Aglaonema. Plant foldies, let me know in the comments if you would buy an Aglaonema Golden Fluorite for an 8-inch. Definitely leave that in the comment section. And I'm hoping that as I have really shown Aglaonema in our YouTube videos, that you guys are really going to be engaged to purchase Aglaonemas. It is a big plant for sure. Like this one is another one right here. So she looks like she has 3 of them for $38. That is such a good deal. And like I said, in terms of just going to Pita's Planters, if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or if you're just traveling through Dallas, definitely go out to Pita's Planters. Definitely check out her shop. Definitely support small businesses. You know, shopping small, going to a small business and just shopping really continues somebody's dream and somebody's aspirations to just do what they love. And I think that that's what it's all about, right? Whenever we're doing businesses or even venturing off into social media and creating content, like for me, this content creation of plants, either doing shopping videos, unboxing videos, care tips, plant chores. this has become a daily routine. It is my dream to continue to grow this community, because this community has really put together a lot of people in a positive light, in a sense that we can all congregate, gather together, and have a pleasant chat, be able to share what's going on with our lives. And to me, that is a dream. My dream is to continue to grow this community, to continue to grow our subscriber count, and to continue to get people excited about growing plants and sharing our wins and opportunities when it comes to just having an indoor space with houseplants. So again, Plant Foldies, really appreciate that you guys have taken the time to watch my videos and to appreciate the rawness and organic presentation when it comes to me presenting you guys these plants. Like I said, again, I don't really have any extensive editing, nor do I really have a script. I literally film the plants, pick them up, and then go back again and do a voiceover and just give you my plant insights. I feel like me being able to just talk freely, to talk directly to you guys, gives this content just a little bit more uniqueness. Hopefully you guys will appreciate that. And then you can see over here, I am looking at this. This is another Syndapsis. So Pita's Planters has even different types of Syndapsis. I've been eyeing this one as well as the next one that I'm going to pick up, which is the Syndapsis Silver Hero. But you can see this one has a really unique looking Syndapsis. Typically, you will only find like the Syndapsis Exotica, Syndapsis Silver Ann, but the one right over on the right, that silver one, is the Syndapsis Silver Hero in a 6-inch planter for $24. And super tempted to buy this. That's another one I would like to add to my collection. And that's the thing about Pita's Planters is, yes, it is a smaller space, but she carries pretty much all the plants. The diversity of plants she has is just amazing. She ranges all the different types of like aroids. She has philodendrons, monstera, syndapsis, pothos, aglaonema, rare aglaonema, peperomia, jewel orchids, anthurium, sansevierias, hoyas. She has it all. And you can see right over here, she does have these anthurium hybrids. So if you're looking for one that's cost effective, that is at a reasonable size as well. So if you want to start your anthurium collection, Pita's Planters has it. And so I'm just going to continue to walk around and show you the plants. You can see right here, this one is the Philodendron micans in a 3D printed planter that she created herself. So that is the reason why we call it Pita's Planters. And you can see she's got a different type of philodendron cross hybrid right over here. So if you are a philodendron collector, whether it's the variegated forms or the unique crosses, Pita's Planters has them. Like this one, I believe, is a philodendron Florida Beauty cross with a philodendron Billetier. So in terms of the mature leaves, we don't know what it's going to look like eventually. This one does look like it wants to do climbing versus the clumping like a philodendron Billetier. I am going to think that the leaves are going to get massive in size. And you can see over here, we've got peperomias, lots of peperomias. Like look at this one right here. And here's the thing about peperomias. This is another plant and it's pet friendly for only $12.99. That is underrated in a sense, and not a lot of people try to grab them, but they're so easy to take care of. So would recommend it. And you can see right here, beautiful high variegation on a variegated string of hearts. So if you like that, definitely get that at Pita's Planters. And again, she does have a bunch of smaller size plants. I love this. Like take a look at this Philodendron gloriosum zebra. So not only does it have some really unique veining, it's a different type of Philodendron gloriosum. I know we've been seeing a lot of big box stores carry Philodendron gloriosum, but definitely not the zebra. So this is a little bit more of a unique philodendron. Again, I would highly recommend checking out the shop in person. But if you're able to make it, and I'm asking anybody that is in the local Dallas-Fort Worth area, definitely support the live viewing of Cultivation Corner Season 2 in-person party at 6:30 p.m. at Pita's Planters, February 18th. That's next Tuesday. So definitely check that out. But if you are a plant foldie and obviously you can't make it to the live viewing event, make sure you are subscribed to the Cultivation Corner YouTube channel. We will premiere the video live at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard US time. I would love for you guys to be in the live chat supporting our plant podcast. You can ask us questions, Janae, Simone, Stephen of I Live Plants, and Pita. And then right after the event, we will go on Instagram. So if you don't have an Instagram account, please create an Instagram account. It's super easy. You can also get a lot more updates from me on an hourly and daily basis. If you have an Instagram account, send me a direct message. If you have any questions, like I said, again, it is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me. But on Pita's Planters Instagram account, we will go live as Cultivation Corner and be doing a live selling and selling y'all these plants, which can be shipped out directly to your doorstep, which is exciting. I hope that the Plantfoldy Growfold community will support the live selling event, as we want to boost sales for Pita's Planters. We are all about trying to make her dream continue and grow. And so hopefully you guys will support that. I mean, you can see right over here, Alocasia Morocco in a 6-inch planter, $35. Look at how beautiful the pink stems are. It looks like another Alocasia, but this is a Morocco. And as far as Alocasias, again, they are a little bit more of a challenging plant. So for me, I would just recommend growing Alocasias with a lot of bright indirect light, higher humidity levels. And if you're able to grow them in lechuza pond substrate, I would totally do that. And then you can see right here, beautiful, large, ZZ Chameleon, and honestly I'm tempted to buy this as well because it's a little bit larger and it's only for $32. Beautiful ZZ plant. You know, with the ZZ Chameleon, you do have to provide a lot of light for it to really hold on to that ghostly minty tone. And then you'll see that we have an Aglaonema Golden Madonna right in the middle. It has that beautiful white stem. Definitely would recommend that. A Pachira Aquatica right over here, and a Dieffenbachia Sublime. And I'm just going to spin around here. It looks like she has a Syngonium Frosted Heart, which is basically a variegated Syngonium Chia Pens, minty tone. And then we've got some more Syngoniums, pink Syngoniums, Syngonium, what is it? Neon Robusta. And then we just have a cart of different types of Hoyas right over here. And one of my favorite Hoyas, this is a Hoya Chelsea, and this is a prime example of how a plant cannot have any variegation, but the shape of the leaves and just the overall look of it is so stunning. And if you've ever sun stressed the Hoya Chelsea, it'll get these really light yellowish tones to it. It's not unhealthy, but it's actually going to give it a different type of dimension. And as far as Hoya Chelsea, again, easy growing plant. It's a plant that I absolutely love. And she does carry these as hanging baskets. We've got a Philodendron Bellitier right over here, some cute little plushies right here, and just many plants to choose from. So if you're going to go shopping at Pita's Planters, I mean, look at how gorgeous this shop is. While it is a small shop, it really does pack an impactful selection of plants. There's a plant for everybody, and I just love highlighting the plants here. So I'm just going to spin around and show you some more plants that she has available. And as far as just the supplies of plants, obviously we have the plants, we've got the handmade planters, we've got the plant accessories, we've got fertilizers, we've got different types of soils. So this is an all-for-one type of plant shop. And that's the reason why I feel like people need to be shopping at a plant shop like Pita's Planters, really supporting small businesses. You can see that all of these plants that she has are carefully sourced out. I mean, we do have this Epipremnum aureum Shangri-La, for instance. love this pothos. It is originally a Japanese pothos, and it's one that, yes, it is available at big box stores, but if you just want a smaller version of it, you can just get it at Pita's Planters. And then I did want to highlight these beautiful, and I say beautiful, Aglaonema. Again, she just got her restocks, and I hope that we can get people to buy them. The Aglaonema Red Mahasadi, this is the last one available. Look at the colors of the leaves. Absolutely stunning. And if you are somebody that's just started to watch my videos, I have my opinions on Aglaonema. I feel like they need to be more trending plants, because if you look at the coloration of them, absolutely gorgeous, easy to care for plants. Now with the more colorful Aglaonema, like this Aglaonema Aladdin that she just recently got stocked, those are plants that will need a little bit more bright indirect light to get that beautiful coloration, but it's not always a necessity to keep these alive. They can tolerate lower light conditions. We will see what that all looks like. And as far as these 4 Aglaonema, I would recommend these plants as a need today. So if you get a chance, please stop by Pita's Planters, go shopping there, and hopefully she'll get more of these Aglaonemas in stock. If you have pictures of your Aglaonema that you post on Instagram, please tag me at Growfold, as well as use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. That's going to be the campaign to get Aglaonemas trending. But you can see this is a beautiful Aglaonema Amber. We've got an Aglaonema Aladdin, an Aglaonema Red Mahasadi, and an Aglaonema Sundrop, which is what I'm going to buy today. So plant foldies, I hope you guys have really enjoyed this little plant shop tour. She will continue to get more plants. Again, February 18th, definitely shop pitasplanters.com. But February 18th, we have an in-store meetup, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, for the Cultivation Corner Season 2 Plant Podcast season premiere featuring Pita's Planters. Be sure to follow Pita's Planters on Instagram. And also, if you like this video, please press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. My name is Richie. This is Growfold. Subscribe with all the notification bell on. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.